vlog064, October 4th, Wednesday, 2023, 8:16 a.m. I'm in Fort Mason again on a morning walk, and this place is really special. It really has a really fascinating history because it's such a well-positioned place to defend this area. It became a military fort during the Civil War, and then it became upgraded over time during the First World War, the Second World War. And there's a ship there, and it's has a special historical feeling. It's very beautiful, and tells the story about the people that came here and built this city and the West. Okay, so purpose of these vlogs is to observe and to document and to become friends with myself. And so in the 10 minutes I don't have an agenda, don't try to do anything. I just observe and let things be, and oftentimes I kind of let things process and let things download or compile essentially from my day, because I am this agent, and I need to recalibrate, and I have to check in with my current status and my end goal, my end state, desired end state, for what I am calculating for, what I am processing for. What I'm processing for right now is what my whole life is about right now. Oh, there's a coyote. Is Text Life, AI application for writing. To make this a sustainable business, essentially creating my own business right now, and with that comes risk and responsibility and a lot of work. So that's my life right now. I am this product. I put my whole life into this. And yesterday, I talked about deploying on AWS, and that's what I'm doing right now. And so I figured out the issue. It was yesterday. I was really stuck on passing in the environment secrets, and then I figured that out. I figured out that the .env file is actually copied into the Docker container, so I don't need to pass in any secrets. It is security best practice to use SSM secret string manager, and that's fine. I figured out how to do that actually through all of these days, through this time. At the same time, I didn't need to do that because the .env file is in the Docker image. But that's not. So in the future, I will put that in the Docker ignore so it doesn't get copied in, but then I will set up the SSM, which is fine. And the big thing yesterday was how to connect the front end and the back end. And again, I got figured out that I was just thinking about this wrong. The back end actually needs to be a load balanced web server exposed to the internet because it's an API and the front end calls it from the client side, from the browser. So I didn't think of that for so long because I had this conception of, oh, this should be straightforward. You just plug in the backend with the backend has a special URL that the front end container can communicate with, and then I was like too blinded by that because there's not a single tutorial out there on how to do this, like a front end with a back end. That's like from a single page application front end. What they think of front end is like server side data fetching, which doesn't make sense because there's literally no tutorials on Copilot, AWS, and it's frustrating. So now I'm thinking I need to, since I'm doing this, all this problem solving, I need to just do tutorials and publish them as I'm doing this. So right now, thinking to change up my process to write the tutorial on how to launch a Next.js and backend and fast API backend on Docker, and on Docker with AWS Copilot. So I will be figuring this shit out and then creating content on it at the same time, because that allows me to think things through, talk through things, and then we'll catch these obvious problems that only become obvious when you start like talking about them or explaining them to someone, and then you realize, oh, of course, the front end is making a call to the back end from the client side. So I figured this out, and now redeploying the back end as a load balanced web server. And the internet got really slow yesterday. So just the deployment took like 40 minutes, and then then it failed. It ran out of disk space. So it's like, why did it fail? I have to figure that out. And I had a call with like a build space buddy system thing, a group that will meet every 2 weeks to sync up on our progress, and that's really good. I also shipped 2 drone videos here, which was really good. Also the vlog, that was really good. And I found housing for from October 8th. That's the Sunday. That's a big relief because it's really a good solution for housing. And looks like my life here in SF is settling down. So I think a lot is hinging upon this deployment stuff. Once I get that figured out, I'll feel good because then it's like very reliable and scalable. So then it can handle big traffic, like 1 million users. Like I found out about this other app, chatbase.co, that got like 1 million ARR already in 5 months, and it's similar but not the same. But I'm feeling that what I'm building is going to be similar in terms of impact and traction. And then also like Jenny AI is a writing tool. And that one also has like millions of users. And it's also similar. It's exciting to see this kind of validation. Okay, 10 minutes. Bye.